Hey guys, how's it going? I like to mow here, and today we're going to be doing the Q&A video. I got lots of great questions, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first question is from Jake Hendricks. He asked, how long do you plan on doing lawn care? So, for my plans, I plan on doing it after college as long as possible. I'm going to be doing it through my first year of college as well. I'm a junior in high school this year, but I plan on doing it as long as I can. So the next question, Chris Whiteside asked, how many yards did you have last year? So last year I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I think 10 yards. Yeah, I had 10 yards last year. Hopefully going to expand more this year. I'm not sure how it's going to happen yet, but I'll get more into that later. Okay, so the next question, Franco the Boss asked, what is your favorite piece of equipment that you own? I have to say my favorite piece of equipment that I own is either my Husqvarna 580 BTS backpack blower or my Exmark Turf Tracer. I'd lean more towards my Turf Tracer because it cuts really nicely and doesn't scalp. It leaves a smooth cut, it discharges well. Overall, it's just a really great mower. If you're looking for a commercial walk behind, definitely recommend you get one. Even if you get one used like I did, they're still great mowers. I mean, obviously depending on how well it was maintained and stuff, but overall they're really good mowers. So the next questions, I have 3 questions from Braden's Lawn Care. He first asked, how long have you been doing lawn care? So I've been doing lawn care since 7th grade. End of 6th grade, beginning of 7th grade, and I'm in 11th grade now, so 5 years, give or take. I started doing it full time, I guess you could say, beginning 9th grade, so my freshman year. I only did 1 or 2 yards, and that was just for friends in middle school. But starting in 9th grade is when I really started doing this and had a passion for it. I mean, I've always had a passion for it, but starting in 9th grade was when I actually started doing it more full time, you could say. So he also asked, what do you usually charge for a full cut, edging, blowing, weed eating, and mowing? So my price range is anywhere from $30 to $50 depending on the size of the property, as well as the frequency, and it's important to incorporate the frequency into your price, because if you're cutting every other week, the yard's gonna be taller, so there's more wear on your equipment cutting, and it takes you a bit longer if you have to double cut if it's growing a lot, especially during the summer. Weekly prices tend to be $30 to $40 just because I'm there every week. I'm always edging every week, so there's not too much to take care of other than just maintenance work and pulling some weeds here and there or whatever. He also asked, what cameras do you use? So the camera I'm using right now is a Canon FS200, and I'm using actually I have the package right here, VidPro Professional Condenser Microphone, and I have it clipped onto my shirt. It has a 20-foot audio cable. This is what it includes back here: the battery, the cord. This is the power box. Takes a little button cell battery. It has a windscreen as well as a clip in the actual microphone, and I'm using it for all my videos in the future just so you guys can hear me better and just to have better audio quality. And I also use a GoPro Hero 3, and I have the backpack on it so it's thicker. And I have a 64 gigabyte card for it somewhere around here. Then I also have a dual battery charger. You can find that brand on Amazon. And then I have 2 GoPro brand batteries, as well as the 64 gig card I mentioned. I think it's in my drone right now, actually. And then occasionally, that's another camera that I use. I have a DJI Phantom 3 Standard. I don't have much video. I haven't even taken it out to fly in like probably 2 or 3 weeks now. But I really do need to take that out and fly it some more. So I should be getting some more videos. Not necessarily lawn care videos, but more videos nonetheless. So the next question is from Cattle Wiz. Why did you decide to start uploading videos to YouTube? So it's a 2-part question. First of all, I'll do that part. So I started uploading videos to YouTube mainly as a small engine channel. Well, actually, my first video on my YouTube channel is band performance from 7th grade, I think. My middle school band is performing at a local elementary school for the 5th graders. And I had my mom record the video for the band to watch. So that was the first video I put on YouTube, but I originally started uploading videos intending to be a small engine channel and sort of lawn care, not really. I mean, I did videos about mowers and stuff, but I really intended it to be a small engine channel, but I kind of morphed into a lawn care / small engine channel, and I'm fine with it. I think it's a good position to be in. I enjoy making the videos. I have a good mix, mostly lawn care now, but I do repair videos and how-to videos once in a while also. And I should be doing some more of those because I'm starting to pick up on small engine repair again. So for those of you who like to watch that, that'll be out. That should start coming out again pretty soon. So Cal Wiz also asked, how and why did you get into lawn care? So how I got into lawn care, a couple friends of my parents needed mowing while they were out of town for a couple weeks. So I was like, okay. So I started using my dad's Craftsman push mower, or self-propelled, but it's a 21-inch walk behind. And we had an Echo PE200 Edger, which I still have. And we had a battery-powered Black & Decker leaf blower. So I started doing it with that equipment. Didn't have a string trimmer yet, but I did it with that stuff and just did 1 or 2 yards maybe once a month. And didn't really do it a whole lot, but it was a little bit of extra income, and for 6th, 7th grade I didn't have much income anyways, so it was something to do, and I've always enjoyed doing stuff like this outside, so I was like, okay, sure. Why did I get into lawn care? Mainly because I didn't really want to work at a store, and I intended it for my high school job. I didn't really necessarily work at a store or something. I wanted to have my own schedule. I like doing landscaping and stuff because you get to see before and after and make something look really nice again. And I just enjoy manual labor. Not many people do, but I enjoy it, so that's why I did it. So the next questions, there's 3 questions from Mufasa Moes. In a total sum, how much did all of your equipment cost you? So this one's going to take a second to add up because I got to do it all on my calculator, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I added it up, and I'd actually never done that before, and I was curious to see how much I have myself. I added it up, and it's about $8,500 worth of equipment. Probably missing a couple things, but I just ran through everything in my head and added up based on what I paid for it. So my equipment's a mix of new and used. Used, obviously, my turf tracer, chainsaw, my push blower's used. Pretty much everything else is new. And a handheld blower's used, but otherwise pretty much everything is new. And Yeah, my recommendation would be buy new as much as possible, but if you can get a deal on something used that can save you money, and then you can just make money with it until you can afford new, then go that route. That's how I did in my turf tracer and my push blower, and honestly both of them have been just fine. I mean, they needed some work, but that's how any used piece of equipment is going to be, unless it's like 20 hours by a homeowner or whatever on a zero turn. Next question from Mufasa Mose is, what are your plans for 2017? Great question. So I'm probably going to be limiting my maintenance work. So maintenance work is mowing, vacation work, service mowing, any of that stuff. I'm probably going to be limiting myself to about 10 or 15 properties again. Mainly just because I've had so much work for pressure washing, and I can fill a weekend with pressure washing and honestly make more pressure washing than mowing. It takes longer hours wise, but if you have the market for pressure washing, then I'm going to run with it, because I'm going to end up buying a pressure washer. And actually, I'll hold off to that for the next question, but plans for 2017, really just kind of limit my maintenance work and go more on the tree trimming, general landscaping, all that sort of stuff. And hopefully gain a couple more properties. I've been in contact with all my previous year's customers, or last season's customers. I also picked up a new property, and I have like four or five right now that have already signed up for this year. So that's good, just guaranteeing some work. And honestly, if the pressure washing stays in how much work I'm doing for the rest of the season, I'd be happy with that. And I think it will, because it'll snowball, because as I work in new neighborhoods, the neighbors see, oh, I need to pressure wash my driveway, so they hire me, and then that keeps going, and you get the point. It snowballs very quickly, and if you aren't careful, it can get out of control, because I'm scheduling 3 weeks out already for pressure washing. So busy start to the season, which is always good, because this time of year is pretty quiet around here other than leaf cleanups and a little bit of mowing, because the grass slows down but never completely stops. Next question from Mufasa Mose. What are you going to buy in 2017? So this year so far, I've already bought the Little Wonder push blower, and that's so far all I've bought equipment wise. I've had to buy a couple things here and there, like some pressure washing stuff and another surface cleaner, but really there isn't all that much that I plan on buying, other than, honestly, at this point I'm just saving up for a pressure washer, because right now I rent a pressure washer. I have one, but it's not big enough for what I need, so I have to rent one from a local rental place in town. So it's not too bad deal. It's $120 for the weekend with a surface cleaner and pretty much unlimited hose length for me. And then if you need the downstream injector and all that sort of stuff too, that's included. But $120 for the entire weekend. Pick it up between 10 and 12 on Saturday. Return it by 8:30 Monday morning. So you can make a lot of money in a weekend with pressure washer. But my plan is to buy one at some point, and probably it's going to be a belt drive pressure washer. They're just better overall, regardless if you're pulling out of a buffer tank. You can hook it up right to the house. I mean, obviously within reason of flow of your pressure washer, but I'll get into that in another video. I don't want to get into that too much in this video, but yeah, that's pretty much all I have plans for buying. I really don't need to buy anything else, nor can I, because my shop is pretty full. As it is, I have to pull like all my push mowers out and any small engine projects out to get to my trailer, so I really need to store stuff somewhere else, but I can't really do that right now because my garage is pretty full. So the next questions are from Joe Mills. First question he asked is, what are your future business goals? Future business goals, immediate goals right now before college would be to keep going with the pressure washing and stay as busy as I can with pressure washing. I enjoy it, so might as well stick to it. Other future business goals, maybe expand my maintenance work. Depends on how much more work I have available, and I might be interested in getting into irrigation at some point as well. I'm not sure yet. But his second question is, are you thinking about attending the Virginia Tech horticulture program? Definitely. I am really interested in that. I'm actually wearing my agriculture and life sciences shirt right now. So I'm definitely interested in attending that program. I think it's a really cool program. Probably going to be attending a community college my first year of college, just to save some money since I'll be on out-of-state tuition. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in attending the horticulture program there. So the next question I got is from Something to Look At. He asks, if you had to pick one, which would it be? A career in mowing or a career in a repair shop? So I've had some time to think about this, and career in mowing, and I have reasons for why I would choose both, but I'd probably choose a career in mowing over a repair shop if I had to choose one, but I have reasons for if I was to do either one. So for career in mowing, I would do that because it's outside work, and not to say that repair shop is not, but it's working in the yards, which I really enjoy, doing landscaping, all that sort of stuff, and I just like running mowers and all that sort of stuff. And again, not to say that I wouldn't do that with a repair shop, but I like running a mower all day and that sort of stuff. Career in repair shop, I would choose that if I was not as how should I put this? I guess accustomed to the heat, because that's somewhat inside. And I would choose that if I lived up north, because there would be a more steady stream of repair work with snow blowers and generators and all that sort of stuff. I'd choose that up north because it'd be pretty much year-round work, whereas mowing up north is obviously only part of the year. That's another thing, is I would, depending on where I lived, I would choose a career in mowing or a career in a repair shop. And I also think, depending on what I guess how much work you do, I suppose mowing could be somewhat more profitable, but there's a little bit less overhead with a repair shop versus mowing, so it could go either way for me. Okay, so the next question is from Aaron. He says, what is the biggest cleanup you ever did, and would you do it again? So the biggest cleanup I did was over this past Christmas break in December of 2016. And basically what the people had hired me to do was, their backyard was completely overgrown with brush and briars and vines going up trees that are like 60 feet long. It was a pretty crazy yard cleanup. But basically it took a week for 3 people to do. 3 people including me, my brother, and a friend who works with me. And we spent 3/4 of each day there. Had stuff to do in the mornings, but we spent 3/4 of each day there. And it was a lot of hard work, but I would definitely do it again. We had 5 trailer loads of brush that I hauled to the yard waste, or just the county transfer station where they take yard waste. and it was a lot of miles on my truck and trailer, but I would definitely do it again. It's fun work because you get to see how you can transform a property from being completely overgrown to being passable, and you can walk through the area again, which you couldn't do at the time. You could barely walk through it because the vines were 6 feet. Like, the area's overgrown and 6 feet thick and stuff. It was, if you understand what I mean, but I would definitely do it again. It's good paying money, good work, pays pretty well. And it's a nice change in pace from just the regular leaf cleanups and mowing, all that sort of stuff. I like doing things once in a while to kind of get away from the maintenance stuff. While I enjoy that, I need to take a break from it sometimes. I'm sure you guys are like that too. So the Lucatron 3000 asks 2 questions. He is a neighbor and a friend of mine in real life in my town, so that's pretty cool that some of my friends like that watch my videos. He first asks, is high school fun? And it could go either way. I think depending on which high school you go to and which classes you take, obviously. But overall, high school is fun. Get to hang out with people. You're a little bit less restricted than middle school, but you still have the daily restriction of only being able to go certain places, that sort of thing. But overall, it's fun. I mean, if you take a lot of hard classes and you manage your time, you can still have time for fun and hanging out with people. He also asked, do you have a girlfriend? No, I do not. But I'm just going to leave it at there. So Flash Lawn Service asks, how long have you been in the business, and do you plan on upgrading or getting any new equipment this year? So I'll answer the first part first. How long have I been in business? Full time, like I was saying earlier, 3 years, and been doing it for about 5 years. So I'm 17 now, so about when I was 12 or so, I started doing it for friends. And do you plan on upgrading or getting new equipment this year? Probably not any upgrades, well, unless you consider upgrading pressure washers. That's not really an upgrade, but I guess you could consider it. But getting any new equipment, hopefully a new pressure washer and surface cleaner, that sort of thing. But otherwise, I really don't have any plans, nor do I have any space for new equipment. So I suppose that's a good thing because it'll force me to save more money because I don't have any space for new equipment. But hopefully I'll have enough money to afford a bigger pressure washer. Hopefully by the end of summer, which I should be able to meet that goal. I'm looking at a 4 gallon per minute 3500 psi Pressure Pro. It's a belt drive, and I'll tell you more about it in a dedicated pressure washing video. But that's basically the only thing I want to buy this year, because I'm set for everything else. I mean, I have 2 string trimmers, 2 edgers, 3 backpack blowers. So I mean, I have plenty of stuff. So I don't really need to get anything else, but you never know. So J Porkins 88 asks, how are you dealing with marketing in your area? Great question. So marketing for me has been mainly word of mouth. I started off by doing a couple friends' yards, so doing those couple friends' yards snowballed, and they recommended me to other friends who needed lawn care, and then so on and so forth. They recommended people, and it is kind of more of a slow marketing process, I suppose. But I mean, it's very effective and no cost to you, which is great because all the money that you can save in business, the better. Pressure washing wise marketing, I just put flyers out in my neighborhood on the mailboxes. Big thing is, do not stuff flyers into mailboxes. In our neighborhood, we have the community mailboxes with like 10 mailboxes on it, so that's not a big deal. But if you have like individual mailboxes, don't put things in the mailboxes. You can put them on the mailbox, would be my assumption, but you can get into legal trouble with the United States Postal Service if you put something in the mailbox, because you're basically just getting around having to pay for postage. So I've always been putting flyers just on the sides of the mailboxes, so I've never had a problem. And it's very cost-effective advertising, because it costs like, what, 5 cents to print a flyer? Not even, probably, if you do it at your house. But I haven't done any Facebook marketing. I might try it this year, actually, for pressure washing. Once I finish all the jobs that I have scheduled now, I might try and do some Facebook marketing, and if I do, I will definitely do a video series on it and explain how it works and the effectiveness that I get and the ROI, or return on investment, because you do pay for the Facebook marketing, and basically you choose a targeted area and pay like $5 a day or $3 a day, and you get so many potential leads, or not potential leads, but views, which can turn into potential leads on work. Then another, not necessarily marketing, but a lead generation service is Thumbtack. I don't personally use it, but a lot of people use it and have had good luck with it. It is kind of expensive to use, because you do have to buy credits to bid on quote requests, but a lot of people use it and seem to have good luck with it. So I mean, if you're looking for more work, you might want to get on there. It's thumbtack.com. And I suppose you could probably get some pretty decent work from there, and I'm sure there's a lot of work on there. I haven't used it, like I said, but if you try it out, feel free to leave a comment and let me know how it works. I'd be curious to know if how much work you get from it, and if you get any repeat customers or long-standing customers, that sort of stuff. Alright, so that was the last question for the Q&A video that I got. If you guys have any more questions, obviously feel free to leave them below the videos. And if I once in a while I might do a Q&A video like this more often, rather than just for the 1,000 subscribers. I might end up doing one like once a month, or maybe I'll even do a live stream or something. But I'll obviously give you guys lots of heads up, so you can generate, or you can come up with your questions and leave questions for me, or try and figure out if you can make the live stream. If I end up doing that, I might do that at some point. And maybe not once a month, but maybe every other month or whatever. I'll figure out a frequency of it. But I enjoyed answering all your questions, and congratulations to the winner of the Leaf Pro. I've already done the drawing and the video for that. I'm actually looking at the list right now, but I'm not going to show you guys just yet. That video is going to be after this video, to give you some more suspense of waiting, because I know you guys like that. But congratulations to the Leaf Pro winner, and I won't say anything past that. Thank you for your questions, and be sure to give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Have a great night, and I'll see you in my next video.